Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So I have a quick one for you all this afternoon. I want to do some analysis that I've actually never done. As many videos as I've done on YieldMax, I've never discussed the top ones by holdings. So the answer may actually surprise you all. So let me go over here and show you all what we got. Okay, so if I go to a website called stockanalysis.com, which I haven't been to in a while, but definitely want to use more. Drum roll, the top holding by assets under management is still Tesla. And it has a trailing dividend yield, like through the life of the fund, I believe, of 98.74%, which is impressive, definitely. It's got assets under management, which that's what AUM stands for. I actually thought it was another version of like gold on the periodic table. You know, that's a joke. Um, anyway, so 710 million in assets under management, followed by Coney, which only has a 54% yield. So wow, not as high as we actually thought. We're showing annualized like 120%, but the trailing yield is like 54%. Expense ratio here is only showing 1.01% though. NVDY has 429 million assets under management almost. Coney's almost 440 million. And then there's a big drop off. So if you were to add all these together, Tesla, if this was like the market share, so to speak, Tesla is the vast majority of holders. So for everybody that points to, oh, well, most of them are doing well, it's just Tesla that's in the crapper. Well, Tesla is the largest fund that they have that's held by the most people by far. So, it's pretty important, the performance of that. A lot of assets are obviously riding on it. And then there's a big drop off when we get to AMDY. It's 117 million, 40% yield over here. So you've got to look at like the trailing actual yield instead of what they project. What they project is typically very sexy on paper, but this is like the actual yield. So YMAX is 107 million almost in assets under management. I do expect these to grow over time. These two, Coney and NVDY, are obviously the two best payers so far. I'm surprised we don't see Misty on here, but it's too new. Actually, well, we do, but I expect Misty to grow more, and it's too new to list a dividend. But we've got the assets under management for all 22 of them over here. So the smallest ones are DISO, JPMO at 13 million and just shy of 14 million over here. PP is 15 million, over 15 million. XOMO 18.6 million. Moderni, MRNY 25.5 million. And then the yield, so there's definitely a correlation between yield and assets under management, as we would expect for high yield dividend funds. AIYY almost 30 million, 30% dividend yield. SQY 30 million, 31 million for GUI. YMAG 38 million, almost 46 million for NFLY. Ulti 50 million. MSFO almost 52 million. Aptly 57 million. FBY 66 million. 72 million for AMZY. 73.6 million for OARK, and that was the first one they actually issued. But yeah, there's obviously a big fall off there after Tesla. Tesla is definitely the biggest holding by far. Welcome. Oh, first again, you get the first place trophy. Brian, welcome. So we lost you on the live stream last night. You were on and then you were gone. Yeah, good afternoon. Well, I just popped in. I was going to do one earlier, but just been crazy busy. So much for my two a day uploads. I could barely handle that while I was doing it. I don't know how these other channels do it like more than twice a day. They must just live and breathe YouTube. But anyway, we need notices before the show. Oh, you guys want to prepare? I don't even prepare that much, and the audience says they want to prepare. That's funny. That's kind of a joke. The boring funds are small assets under management. Well, the boring ones and the ones that are newer, I guess. But surprise, Tesla is the biggest in terms of assets under management. So go figure. Okay, let's see what else I want to look at, because I said I'd do some further analysis. Let's see what else I have up my sleeve here. As long as I have the tabs up. This is why I leave so many tabs open, by the way. It takes the place of extensive prep, because it's already up for me to just refresh and look at. Little trick of the trade there. Okay, let's look over here and see how we're doing to start the week. The market just closed 22 minutes ago. Ooh, man. So you guys saw the news about like the 10% layoffs or something like that at Tesla. So Tesla really suffered today, down 5%, 14.57, and we're well on the way to another reverse split. In one day, we're down 4.46%. OARK was down while we got killed today. Aptly down 0.88. Let me refresh this just to make sure I'm yeah, ooh, we got killed. Aptly down 0.88, NVDY 2.61 in the negative, AMZY. Well, across the board, every one of these is negative. So that's 7 of them. I have the next batch up over here. Ooh, it looks like a bloodbath over here too. What else have you prepared for? Well, I get out of bed and I dress up. Like I dressed up today. I picked a different hat and glasses combo today because I get mixed reviews on the other ones. For the most part, they're a hit, but I get one or two snarky commenters that are like, "Coach, it just isn't working." But I think for the most part, it's a hit. Anyway, okay. What else do I prepare for? Well, I have, see, knowledge. You don't need as much prep when you have the knowledge to begin with. Something like that. Well, actually, so this job, or I mean, this channel is like work for me. So yesterday, technically, I was dressed in work attire yesterday. All right, let's see. AMZN, that's the next batch of 7. So we've got slaughtered today. Coney down 5.5, down 3%, and NFLY. Oh, we were up in Disney, 0.10, down 2.3 in MSFO, down 1.08 in XOMO, up slightly in JPMO. In the boring ones, we were slightly up. AMDY down 1.54%. Not a great day for these funds. One thing I will say about these funds, by the way, I don't necessarily want to say, I don't want to use the term cult or anything like that, but I have noticed like I can attack a growth stock with no problem. And I don't even want to use the word attack. I can criticize a growth stock. Like say Meta had like a down quarter and I said, "Oh, something about, Zuckerberg this or oh, they did this or that stupid." I wouldn't get any pushback. But if I do it about YieldMax, I get all these comments that are like, "Oh, coach is flip-flopping, this and that." Like he goes on these other channels and all of a sudden he's bashing. So it is a weird phenomenon, I will say. I've never seen uh, such pushback for just being objective about an investment. But anyway, I do cover it objectively. I say the positives when there are some, and I point out the negatives too. That's objective coverage. So, all right, next batch over here. Let's see what we got. AMZ. So that batch we covered. We'll cover Ulti. I would imagine. Yep, it was down too. I didn't look at the market too much today, but we oh, 2.57%. Yeah, if everything's down like this, we had a rough day, that's for sure. Unless you were shorting stuff. By the way, for anyone keeping track of my trades closer than I do, um, I did get assigned in CLSK, so that was no fun. Well, I'm actually up in it, so I guess I am doing the wheel strategy. I thought that the trade had gone through to close it out, but it turns out it hadn't. So happy tax way by the day, or happy tax day, by the way. I just might be a good catch. I just might be. Um, anyway, yeah. So we addressed that one. Where's my other? Let's see. Yeah, I was actually doing some last minute tax stuff, so I looked at my one account that I did that trade in, and I'm like, oh, I got assigned after all. Glad I looked. Well, there was enough margin there to cover it, but I guess I'm playing the margin game now a little bit. Okay, let's see. Where was my next batch? I guess oh, here it is. Of course. We can't forget one of our favorites. So the next batch of 7. So I looked at Alti. So last but not least, the last batch of 7 over here. Where is it on my screen over here? I think this is it here. Starting with PP, which was in the toilet today, down 1.42%. SQY down 3.8%. MRNY down 1.28%. Down 6.8% for AIYY, 2.06% in the negative for YMAX, 1.45% for YMAG, 6% for MSTY down. So they were almost all down except for some of the boring ones. So anyway, All right, so that was a quick one today. What I want to ask you all to do, I normally, well, I do say like, comment, and subscribe, but if you haven't liked the video, please do like it because I seem to have picked up a new peanut gallery of people that are all starting to thumb down my videos because I've noticed the last like 5 of them have like the lowest like to dislike ratio that I've ever had. So there must be some kind of a peanut gallery of folks out there that are saying, "Hey, thumb down his video." So if you all could, for me, leave a like on the video and comment and subscribe if you haven't already, and join the Discord and tell your friends, relatives, neighbors, and foes all about the channel as well, so they'll subscribe to me as well. So, all right, you all, that's about all I have time for today. Thanks for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll do one more comment here. Am I going to write covered calls now, as the wheel suggests? I believe I am. I've actually got my pencil right here to start writing them, so I believe I will. And just for that statement, I'll get a commenter that says he doesn't know what writing calls mean. I like to have some fun. Niche mathematics. I guess we're doing a couple more comments. I have Coney, NVDY, Alti, Clip, IWMY, and QQQY. Awesome. Now that we know what niche mathematics is invested in, we can end the video. Oh, and Clip. Okay, so thank you all again. Do everything I said a second ago, and I'll see you all later. All right, take care. Bye.